Welcome back if you've tuned into Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Espresso on SABC3, and for the first time on this Tuesday morning, we're stepping into the kitchen, and this time with the lovely Caitlin Williams.
Morning.
Morning, how are you?
Good,
Looking
very good.
nice and red.
Thank you. Well, there's a tart, so I thought I'd tart it up a bit.
Love it. So, you got me. You got me. So it's a nice fig and almond tart we're making right now. It's all about British pub grub classics, but I don't really see the connection with the fig and almond tart.
I know, it is a bit fancy.
But yeah.
But this is traditionally called a Bakewell tart. Which is a very British thing. And the reason I'm making it is because it's made in the most famous British pub in London.
Okay.
Called the Heinz Head, which is Heston Blumenthal's pub. Yes. Okay,
awesome. Okay, so I see it. I see it.
Yes, so he serves it, and you know, he's my future husband and all. So, so to make the tarts, it's basically a short crust pastry with an almond sort of filling, and some beautiful figs because they're in season now and they're just so beautiful.
And figs are just amazing. I think one of my ultimate favorite fruits.
And like
I've been eating some of your figs as we were in the ad breaker. Hope you don't mind.
And they're best when they're right straight off the tree and they're warm from the sun and
nothing better. All right, so let's get into this.
Okay, so we're going to start with the pastry. We've got some Sasko cake flour here. It's going to go into a food processor. All right. A food processor is your friend.
It is your friend.
Yes.
Listen to Caitlin.
Otherwise, you're going to struggle with your hands and then melts the butter. And so we've got some icing sugar in as well. So all the dry ingredients are going to go in first.
Yes.
Some salt, some lemon zest.
So to get the shopping list sent to your phone, you can just SMS the keyword Sasko to 33728. You also receive a link to the actual recipe, and you stand the chance to win yourself a Sasko baking hamper. There's also a Le Creuset kettle included in that. Very, very cool. That's that one over there. It's very beautiful. Wow. Beautiful. All right, cool. So you can win yourself that just by SMSing the keyword Sasko.
And that kettle is like a Louis Vuitton handbag for your kitchen.
Yeah. See yourself walking around with that every day.
So I've got some butter in here. The butter has to be cold. It's very, very important.
It has to be cold.
When you're making pastry. Yes, very, very important. So we've got that in here, and then we're going to pulse it just until it makes sort of like breadcrumbs, rough breadcrumbs. And this is going to sort of make the butter go through all the way through the flour. All right. And then I'm going to take this off.
Is that breadcrumby like that?
Yes, yeah. So it's quite rough, because remember that butter is what's going to make the pastry nice and crumbly.
Yes, okay. And now
an egg yolk. And then a whole egg.
And then a whole egg.
This recipe is actually Heston Blumenthal's. He does make it very fancy. As we all know, he does very strange things with liquid nitrogen and all sorts of things.
He's really, it's very, very talented chef.
But this is a simple sort of recipe that everyone can do. So we pulse it again.
Very delicious.
Very delicious. And it's so versatile. I mean, we use figs because they're in season, but you can use raspberries, blueberries,
so really, really what you,
And then you'll see it will come together like that.
Okay, there we go.
And then you stop.
That means you've got a dough ready.
And that's pastry.
Okay, cool.
And once you've rolled that, you'll actually wrap it first, chill it, just to get that butter chilled again.
Yes.
Roll it out, and then we're going to drop it into a pastry case, like this. And so the thing that Heston does that nobody else does is he leaves the edges hanging over, as you can see. And when it bakes, it will stop it from shrinking. Because you know, sometimes a lot of people have problems with shrinking pastry, as one does.
Yeah, as one does, exactly.
And he uses, what we do is we'll bake it blind just to make it nice and crispy. So we've got baking paper here, and you would actually drop this with the coins into the pastry case.
That's very interesting.
The coins are from an editor downstairs that I stole. It's actually her island fund.
Is it actually her island fund?
She's saving up for an island.
better get that back to her. Okay, cool. Very interesting. Right.
So that's, we bake that, and you just, then when it's come out, you kind of break off the pastry, and voila, there's your perfect pastry case.
Brilliant. Look at that. Okay, cool.
And then the filling.
Now we need to make that filling quickly. Okay.
Yes, so we've got butter and sugar creamed.
Yes.
Some eggs. I don't know if you want to give me a hand.
Yeah, sure. 4 eggs.
4 eggs, boom, in there. And then ground almonds. So this is what we call a frangipani filling.
All right.
And then we've got some flour in there.
All right.
You can bang in the the almonds as well.
Almonds.
Not the olives.
So these are crushed almonds. How many do you need?
Both packets.
Both packets. Okay.
Yes.
So can I?
And there's nothing fancy about this. It's just mixing.
All right. Can I go all at once?
Do it.
All right.
Go for it.
There we go. So lovely crushed almonds. Oh, this is going to be...
And then once this is mixed, this goes into...
We were talking with Andrea a little bit earlier about overindulgence.
I know.
Luckily, she gave us some good tips though, because I think we can actually go for it on this one.
I always feel so guilty though. They always put me after Andrea, and I always cook the sweet stuff.
All right.
So this is your filling.
Yes.
Which has got beautiful rich almonds in it. Lots of butter, unfortunately. Yes. And then we're going to sprinkle. You'd sprinkle the figs at the bottom. We've got some jam here. Again, if you were using raspberries, you could use raspberry jam or apricot jam, and spread that at the bottom. And then you can put some fruits over. All right, some fruits over there? Do it, yes. Cool, there we go. There we go. Oh, these figs. So you just kind of cut them into little blocks. Do you put everything? Yeah, if you like them. I'll leave myself a couple just to nibble on. Just to nibble on, that's enough. I'll keep those for myself. How beautiful is that? And then this goes on top, and then you pop it into the oven at 180 degrees for about 30 minutes. Yeah. And voila. And that's your final product. That looks so delicious. My mouth is actually watering right now. Remember, you can make your own fig and almond tart. Just SMS the keyword Sasko to 33728. We'll send you on the shopping list as well as a link to the actual recipe on how to make it. And you also stand a chance to win yourself a Sasko baking hamper. And there's this beautiful Le Creuset kettle included in that as well. Sasko to 33728. Caitlin, thank you so much. Pleasure. Pub food never looked so good, eh? Pub food never looked so good.
I'm so keen to just have a taste.
Oh, of course.
You know, can I actually have a slice there?
Definitely. Let me.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I've been waiting for this all morning. That's it. So while I'm having a lovely piece of our fig and almond tart, we're going to go over to the guys with our very special guest this morning, 5FM DJ, Mr. Rob Bamber.
Another delicious recipe brought to you by Sasko flour. Always soft and fluffy.